Apparently, we're live, Kim.
We're live.
Hey.
Hey, Cal. What are you doing on this side of the table?
Oh, I like to hang out on this side once in a while. But wait, it's the wrong Monday. I'm confused.
Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kim and Cal's first
ever
festive holiday special live stream.
I'm glad you said that because I couldn't remember the right order of words.
You have trouble remembering what our regular events are called.
After a year and a half or whatever, or almost 2 years now. So,
it certainly isn't because we didn't have enough to do that we thought we would do this, but it seemed like a good year to do it. And of course, lo and behold, here we are with more restrictions coming into place and everybody scrambling to get their boosters and so on. So I think since our live stream events, Virtual Studio Party and Virtual Collage Jam, were started during the first lockdown in March 2020, seemed like a perfect time to do a holiday live stream where we could celebrate the fact that we're all here. Even if you don't normally celebrate anything, or if you celebrated Chanukah, which is already passed, but Solstice is upon us.
Yep, tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep. Christmas is almost upon us. Perhaps
really?
You're in a just a
few
days.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, we're not ready.
Not ready in any way.
Except in one way. Cal was busy in the kitchen and baked these. These smell so good.
They're pretty austere in terms of decoration, but they taste good.
But oh my God, if you could smell these. We need smell live streams. At least in this case.
Yeah. In times past, when I was more organized, before COVID, I would sometimes bring cookies to the last pre-Christmas class.
Yeah.
And these were the same.
Same cookie cutters, same recipe, the whole bit.
They're sort of adult gingerbread because they don't come adorned in any way, but but we've really amped up the
lots of ginger.
The ginger is tripled, and their spices are doubled. So they're actually
they're good and spicy.
They actually taste good. Yeah. So.
And Val says hi.
Hey, Val.
I'm glad you found. Yeah, I think I started a minute or two late because the interface.
Something with the camera, right?
Yeah. Anyway, we got it up. So sorry about that. Hi, Debbie. Happy to see you too. And Rebecca says Kirk and she are there.
Hey guys.
So that's
welcome,
so nice.
Welcome. That's great. That
Extra
you're both
nice.
Here. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah.
And welcome to everyone who's not in the chat. You may be here and not able to sign in, or you may just be quiet, and that's fine.
That's totally cool. Yeah.
So first, I think let's toast. I'm going to be very, very happy to see the end of 2021.
Yeah, you've had a rough 2021.
So I would like to toast the imminent end of 2021.
2021 and the imminent onset of a new, fresh year.
Yes, even though it's starting off with, the pandemic stuff, right? That maybe by this time next year things will be looking brighter, and wouldn't that be just a great thing? And hopefully earlier.
Yeah, exactly. I think it will be earlier, but who knows, right? We've said that before, haven't we?
Yeah. I hope you like our decorations. This is the extent of our Christmas decorating. I just want to tell you. Cal put these lights up for the live stream.
And I can see that I've draped them nicely so that there's a big hole.
Is it right in the middle?
Right between us.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good thinking there, Cal. Yeah. And lots down here where nobody can see anything. Well, maybe you can loop something up.
I'll do a little adjustment in a second. Yeah. But first, a toast
to the end of 2021.
End of 2021 to a happy, safe holiday from us to you guys.
And a lot of self-nurturing is in order for a lot of us this holiday season. So even if you don't celebrate normally, but if you do, take it easier. Be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Here's to a kind holiday.
And good health to all of you.
Yeah. That's a very nice vintage.
As if Kal and I are not big alcohol drinkers. Yeah, so he's going to show you what. This is not a product endorsement. I just hasten to add that just happens to be what we've bought.
Yes, exactly. It occurs to me, Kim.
Yes.
Cheers again, by the way.
Yeah.
That we don't have someone to read the chat.
No, we don't. So we're gonna have to peer at it.
Oh, it's
funny.
You're gonna see us like scrunching up our nose and
but Cherie arrived. I noticed while I was talking.
Excellent.
So she says, "Hey
Elaine.
guys,
Elaine's here.
I used to belong to a cookie exchange, but I ended up eating all of." I love it. For my health and waste, I had to step away. Yes, I sympathize. I had a Christmas a few years ago where I was making these devilishly delicious chocolate wafers. And I even, took the time to do a little icing decoration on them, which made them look gorgeous. But I think I gained 12 pounds in 3 days. All right, who else is here? Elaine is here. Happy holidays to everyone. Hi to both of you wonderful people. Aw, thank you, Elaine. Time to share those cookies. Yeah, seriously. And thanks so much for coming, all of you. Val says I have my daughter's devil food cookies. Oh, my daughter's. Fabulous devil's food cookies. They're obviously fantastic. The name says it all. Cherie says, "Here's to looking at 2021 in the rear view mirror." Well put. Yes. Yes to that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nancy Messam. Hi, Kim and Kal. Wish I was with you. Oh,
you are.
Well, I'm so glad you're with us virtually. Thank you so much for coming. Elaine says, "Clinking my glass along with you." That's so nice. Oh, and I've already spilled some. Not on the keyboard, fortunately. That's nice. I missed the crucial target. I'll just get a paper towel though and sop up what I did spill. Jane Laster Gordon.
Hey, Jane.
Sorry I'm late. Link took me to Kal's channel. That's odd.
That might have been, if you went from my virtual collage jam thing, maybe I messed up with the link. I apologize.
Yeah, that must have been it, because all of mine were from my page.
Carefully copy and paste it in, but sometimes, driver error working late at night.
Anyway.
So
you made it. We're very
yes.
pleased you made it. So thank goodness. Nice to be here for a holiday celebratory get together.
Yeah.
Nice toast. Good riddance 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
Let 2022 be much better. Yeah. We're ready, right? We're ready for a better year. Even if it doesn't start out so great, then it can get better from there. Annie's here. Cheers and all the best to everyone.
Annie, so nice to have you along.
Val says, "Can't wait for 2021 to end. Not the best of years." Yeah, I feel you. Mine's been a train wreck. Annie says, "Tea and gingerbread cookies for me." Nice.
Excellent.
Nice. I'm going to eat one of these cookies very soon, too. Rebecca says, "Cheers." Nancy says, "Cheers."
Yay.
Cheryl Langille.
Hey, Cheryl.
Says,
you haven't been with us for a while. It's nice to have you on.
Nice
Welcome
to see
back.
you here.
Yeah.
She says, "Glad I was able to make it to the live stream today. I've missed it." Well, we've missed you.
Yeah. Nice to have you along.
And she says, "Happened to me too." Judy Nugent's here.
Hey, Judy.
Yay, Judy. Hey. Happy holidays, everyone. I received a video yesterday of my 19-month-old daughter having her first chocolate toffee square that I mailed her from Mississauga to Edmonton. I was so happy.
That's so fun.
That it arrived.
That. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Wow.
Carefully sealed and padded to make the journey.
Yeah. Yeah, I recently had a shipment of samples sent to me, and when they arrived, fortunately they were not breakable or fragile, but the boxes got crushed. The bags, there was an inner bag and an outer bag, were crumpled to a degree that you would do for a special mixed media piece, like it was Like, how did they even get it that crushed? And then on one side, it looked like something had driven over it, or I don't know
Probably
what.
had,
So yes, Judy, I figured it was probably your granddaughter. Lillian, yay! Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, abundance of joy and health. You too, Lillian.
Right back out to Winnipeg.
And to everybody. Ooh, this has an interesting texture on the back.
That's bizarre. I don't know
wavy.
Why. Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm gonna bite its head off though.
They taste good though. That's really all that matters.
Always good to start with the head. Especially some days. So I'm going to indulge in a couple of cookies here.
And then putting them back here.
Yeah.
So
that we can
paint's way.
Have some creative stuff going on here. And we'll tilt the camera or make some sort of adjustment so you can see more of the table. We are going to do some art.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Rats. Okay.
With a real focus on fun. Is the time to lighten the expectations and demands on what you're doing to
exactly
just find the pleasure in it.
Yep.
So that's why we decided we're going to do gel plate monoprinting, because
it's fun. It's
like
intuitive.
A go-to fun process. So
so actually can't wait.
Did anyone else here bring a creative project or some materials to play with?
Let us know if you're just hanging out or if you've got something that you're working on or.
These are so good. Oh my God.
Yeah. Kim has been hard at work on a pretty austere diet and exercise routine, which she's doing really great. She's really committed to it. I've been helping her with the diet and helping her with the exercise. He's been
incredible helping me.
And so she's really been doing well. But nothing like that has been on the menu for.
This is my first cookie in months, actually, because I was on a keto diet before that, which meant
the last thing
carbs.
That was sort of like that I made was that pumpkin pie that you could eat at. I was going to say Halloween. I don't know. I don't know what streams are called. I don't know what holidays are called. It's a good thing you love
me. I do, dear.
Because words are not even my second language. They're my seventh language.
It's so funny seeing the two of us on screen at the same time. How do you guys like it?
Yeah, can you cope? I'm struggling.
It's a little more cramped. I mean, we have a long table here. It's an IKEA dining table with 2 extra leaves put into it.
But the thing is that it's shallow, right? So
it's designed to seat 10.
So it's nice and wide.
But when 2 of us are trying to do art on it, side by side, it's smaller. A bit. Yeah. I'm having another one of those. Boy. Well, the one thing I will endorse is Kal's cookie baking ability.
Well,
that's right.
It's limited, but yeah.
Looks like we got lots more.
Philippa. Hey, Philippa. Nice to have you. Yeah, sorry about eating the cookies in front of you, Debbie.
Was Debbie not eating
Joy
cookies?
Joy says hi, or Wi-Fi is not stable. Oh dear, that's too bad. Yeah, my mug's fun, isn't it?
I have a fun mug too.
You'll have to hold it the other way because you're right-handed.
I will.
They're designed so that the faces you.
They've got a 3D aspect to them that I quite enjoy. Even the stripes have a 3D aspect.
Yeah.
So I've got the Nutcracker. Kal adopted the Santa mug years ago.
I said Santa's mine. Sorry.
Oh.
Let's see. You see me peering down my nose. Nothing personal, guys.
Yeah.
Cherie brought her sister a gel plate for Christmas. Shh. It's a surprise. Oh, I might have just ruined it.
Well,
Rebecca
Lisa's
says she's on a restrictive diet too. Low nickel. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yay, go nickel? Kirk. Yeah.
What's low nickel?
Like low heavy metal nickel. like the metal, the mineral, nickel.
Yeah.
But
how do you go on a low nickel diet?
Well, Rebecca could tell you.
Okay.
There are certain foods that have trace amounts.
And I had no idea. So
she's
this is
steering away
news to
from
me.
them. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you don't mind seeing us. Yeah, Kim's mug is great as well, for sure, and we're reasonably complimentary. I saw that Kim was wearing red, and I thought I should wear green. Do I even have a green T-shirt? And I found that I had one that had got paint on it, so it's actually perfect for painting.
Perfect for this.
So,
yeah. And I wore my Jingle Bell necklace.
Please. Excellent.
And
your tassel earrings.
My tassel earrings.
Yep.
Which come out for Christmas and Chinese New Year.
What's that?
And there's a little gold snowflake that I attached to my Jingle Bell necklace. New. It's newer, but it's not brand new.
Right. I don't
even know where I got it from, but
Rebecca's working on macrame.
Oh yes.
And
great. It's so amazing to see how macrames come back.
Yeah.
When I was, growing up in the 70s, macrame was very much the thing. And then in the 80s, like all the garage sales full of discarded macrame things was
a Christmas tree shaped shelf that her dad is working on the wooden shelves and she's doing the macrame support. That's so cool.
Wow, that sounds so cool.
Debbie's on the seafood diet. Seafood, eat it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to succumb to another one. They're so good.
And he says, lots of angels got their wings when you jingled your bells.
Oh, good. I like that.
Low nickel means she can't have a lot of vegetables and fruit. No nuts, seeds, legumes. Oh my God.
Oh my God,
that's
Rebecca.
Brutal. Basically white flour and rice.
Holy crap.
You're having kind of like what most of us try and steer clear of, right? The sort of more processed carbohydrates and.
Well, I hope it works for you, whatever issues you're trying to solve, because I know from all my years of food intolerances, it's.
Kim's been on a lot of different diets to try and solve different issues, and it gets old fast. But if it can work for you, then it's like, okay, well, that was worth it because it worked. So yeah.
Macrame with planted avocado plants and spider plants. Yes. My friend Diana managed to get a fabulous big avocado plant out of her avocado pit. And so, which already existed, I think, when we first met. I was in grade 7. She was in grade 8. Yeah. Well,
I'm going to start doling out some paint.
I need to make masks. I thought I'd work with a star motif.
I don't even know what I'm going to work with just yet. But I probably will make some masks as well.
Now, can we back up the laptop a little further if I move the fan? I think the fan sort
of... I'll see to that. You just hold
dear.
The fort.
Okay, should I hold it up?
Just chat. You're better at the chat than I am, so.
Yeah.
I'll walk the walk, you talk the talk.
Here I am digging in the drawer, looking for the paper that's in my hand. Unreal. Unreal and yet so predictable. Oh, we're certainly getting a wider view of our attractive backdrop between the draped lights and the ties in a bookcase. No, I think I might have to put my hair up. I purposely had my hair down for you guys. Since it's special.
How is the view there, Kim?
Well, it's certainly wide, but it's so tilted up that I can't tell how much table is showing. So tilt the camera. More? Just a touch more. There, that's better. Now, if we rotate it slightly, because you're only slightly there. That's pretty good.
All right.
Let's go with that. See how that.
I'm sure that will be decent.
And we brought out the fancy glasses for you. We'd forgotten we owned these. So it was a nice excuse to...
I just realized our camera is a little jostly, and we're going to be rollering on the table. So,
Yeah.
so
apologies
in advance if we make you a little seasick. Not our intent.
Okay.
That's the blue I need.
Get
right
some
there.
paper out.
She's on a tear.
I'm using mixed media paper, by the way, which is such a great general purpose paper for all kinds of things, including making masks for my... Yeah, I do think I'm going to have to put my hair up. I'm getting hot, and it's just going to land in my paint. So...
Is that black and that?
Yep. That's black.
Excellent.
He's keeping a whole bunch of colors away from me now.
Yep.
He did this when we went on our trip too. And I was like, Kal, where's the quinacridone magenta? Where's the...
I promise I'm going to dole it out and then I'll put them down.
Okay, well that's fine then.
Although you are probably right and wise.
And here's a spray bottle for
Thank
your
you.
palette.
That will come in handy.
Yeah.
And you're probably right to cut masks first.
Well, yeah.
Because why put out the paint and have it start drying on me?
The one thing I should do though is just test out that plate to see if it works. I've got I own 2 6x6-inch jelly plates, one of which got damaged, and I marked the package so that I would know it was the damaged one. I marked it with an X.
Yeah, but now you're not positive.
But now I can't even find the other one, so I'm just going to see if this one's usable, because I kind of like the idea of using a 6x6-inch today, but
not if it's
if I can't get a halfway decent print.
So we apologize if we are not following the chat as much as we were earlier. We will try.
I'm going to check in with it in a minute, because I think some people have shared what they've brought with them.
Oh, excellent! Yeah,
to play with. So that's good to know. And I had to do so much rearranging of this table to accommodate the two of us working side by side. But it's actually kind of nice, some of the changes to the table, don't you think?
I do.
So, some of them may last longer.
Yeah, are you searching for something there?
Well, it looks like you've hidden the garbage can.
Well, I did move it out from behind my feet. But,
just put it there. Oh, perfect, actually. That's perfect. Okay, let's see if I can get something off of this baby. It's just going to be really weird braying on the left here. Kal's left-handed and I'm right-handed, so he said he wants to sit there and I'll sit here. But now I've got this. We're both using our wrong hands to...
Well, I'm going to put mine over here, but use this as my supply area.
Oh, well, the whole idea was that
yeah,
we were going to be central. So if I were over there, it'd be fine.
Do you want to swap?
No.
as we
It's
could.
not worth it.
Okay.
It's not worth it. Who knows? Maybe there are comedy opportunities to be had because we've got.
There are always comedy opportunities.
Are there, dear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially where you and I are involved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I should do. Sorry, my head. Trying to wrap my head around what I'm doing seems to be a problem, but
That's
I'm
all
not
right.
really surprised.
People are forgiving. Right, guys?
While I wipe this plate, I'm going to see what everyone says. Oh, wow. We've got lots of chat. Let's go back it up. Judy loves your mug. And all the same best wishes to you, Philippa. Who wishes us everyone happy holidays, to stay well and enjoy the season.
Yes.
Lillian says, Joy says hi. Her Wi-Fi is not. Oh, you mentioned that. Yeah. Okay. That's too bad. It would have been nice if she could have been here. Debbie says, watching you eat the cookies, making me salivate. Yes. Philippa says, I'm working on a new collage face.
Oh,
excellent.
Nice. Yeah. I know we
was she in your
no, but we did have
class?
a little chat about faces on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty funny.
Yeah. Cherie writes, oh, yeah, you've already read this stuff.
Some of these I may have read.
Sorry, I've gone too far back, everybody. So let me catch up.
But until you start hearing them, you don't realize,
yes,
that's what Kal
exactly.
said. So.
I'm glad that you like seeing us both, Rebecca. That's nice. Philippa says complimentary colors. Yes. Yes. Because we are complimentary. Exactly. Are we not, my dear?
We are.
Yes. Judy likes my mug too. Thank you, Judy. Yeah. They both have their distinctive charms. And Rebecca had shared about her project, which you'd already read. Blah, blah, blah. Gosh, I feel like I'm just a little bit out of it here.
Well, to be fair, you're trying to walk and chew gum.
Rebecca says Kirk is cooking, baking, including making gingerbread people. Kirk, you're awesome.
Yeah, excellent.
That's so great. Jane says she's working on collaging a portrait photo of grandkids.
Oh, cool.
But in an accordion style, like someone in our class did. Forgot what it's called. And Jane just baked gluten-free chalk chip, oat, and carrot cookies for a friend's birthday today.
Wow, that sounds...
We'll be walking with her after this get-together.
Delicious and healthy.
Oh, she's going to be a happy lady.
Yeah.
Ruth is here.
Hey, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth. She says, hello, hopping in here while granddaughter napping. Merry Christmas. And to you too, Ruth.
Likewise.
We had a toast earlier.
Cheers.
Yeah, we can do another toast.
I could use a little more.
Here's to seeing, to quote someone earlier in the chat, here's to seeing 2021 in the rearview mirror.
Yes, exactly. And onward ho to the next year.
Notwithstanding those of you who've had grandbabies arrive and other good news, of course, that's wonderful. Val says working on PCC, so Paris Collage Collective Collage. Yep. Just finished ornaments for my kids. Oh, lovely. Do you make ornaments for them every year, Val, or is it a kind of periodic thing?
Yeah, some people have like very
real traditions established.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
The word traditions, was that the one you were looking for?
All I could think of was like regimented Christmas stuff. And that kind of kills it right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of like flogging it.
Yeah. Which is not the sentiment I was looking for.
No, I'm sure. Lillian says, getting my micro kit ready for travel journaling. Oh, I think that's so much fun, don't you? Putting together a travel kit. I love it. Still hope to get to France for March. Oh, I hope it happens. What a wonderful treat for yourself. Received a gift of a gorgeous journal, a bit heavy for carry-on only. Thought of your removing of pages, Kim. Yeah. And if it's got good paper, you can still use the paper just in other things. Joe Rich is here.
Hey,
Yay!
Joe. Hey.
Hi, Joe. Happy almost solstice.
That's right.
Happy Yule. Happy much belated Chanukah.
I can tell you're a pro. Say Hanukkah again.
Chanukah.
There you go.
Yeah. The next thing I have to work on is the Dutch R. This morning, unfortunately, I was at a funeral service online from the Netherlands, streaming from the Netherlands of an aunt by marriage of mine, and the whole her sister is a beloved aunt of mine, and her brother is a successful illustrator in Europe, very successful and beloved uncle, and unfortunately I didn't know her, but it was very moving, despite the fact that I don't speak Dutch. My dad spoke Dutch, but he'd forgotten it by the time I came along. And by the time he relearned it, I wasn't living with him. So I attended the service in Dutch and thought to myself, I should learn some Dutch. But those R's, they're going to be tricky. So I got to practice rolling my tongue. Joe says, hey, I'm so happy to see the two of you, and happy holidays and healthy new year for the year. I'm back
Joe.
to work, but wanted to say howdy.
Oh, thanks
it's
so much for
sweet of you
sticking
to
your
pop
head
in.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And all the best to you for the holidays and New Year too, Joe.
I mean, that's one of the advantages of an online party, is you can just nip in and nip out, right?
Yeah. You really don't have to do the whole, saying goodbye to everybody, and you can kind of
just finish saying hello to everybody, and then you spend an hour and a half saying goodbye to everybody.
You can just put one comment in and be on your way, right?
That's right. Well, and Joe is nothing if not high speed.
Joe is very efficient.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Debbie says, expecting a baby in the next 24 hours.
Holy moly.
Wow. And that's grandbaby number 3. Am I right? And I know you love having grandbabies. Val says, I give special ornaments each year, but not always homemade. That sounds great.
Yeah, so
what a nice thing.
Some years it's handmade when it suits, and that's very smart, very sensible.
Joe says, well said, LOL. And got to go. See you soon. Have a great day. Cherie writes, I sold my vernal equinox, 12 of one, a dozen of the other digital collage.
Oh, congratulations.
Sorry,
Yay.
It took me a moment to parse that. At the John B. Aird Mistletoe Magic Auction. Congratulations. Well done. I donated the proceeds. The galleries need all the support we can give. They really, really do. Galleries, artists, artisans, small businesses, they're hurting in very, very fundamental ways. So anything we can do to support them and one another is
awesome.
Really important these days. Debbie says 2, right? Lillian adds, my nephew who was in French school was practicing the rolled R's by imitating a motor car.
Right.
So I used to do this annoying ringing telephone thing. Remember when telephones rang? Had actual bells in them? And that's the one way I can reliably roll my R's. So I'll have to speak Dutch musically. Karen's here. Karen fed you. Greetings. Happy holidays. Wanted to say this to you live.
Hey.
So nice. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
To celebrate having coffee, cake, and sweet noodles.
Yay,
Fantastic.
sweet
And I'm going
noodles.
to eat
That sounds
another
fun.
cookie. And Lillian adds, Matisse was famous for his collage. Yes, he was. He certainly was. And Kal was at first going to do collage today, but when I told him I was doing jelly plate, he wanted to
quickly
join in the
changed
fun.
his mind. So yeah.
Oh, these are so good, Kal. Okay, I've cleaned off my plate. I'll just finish this cookie and then I'll do a test print to see if it's working. Can you pass me scissors, dear?
I think I can.
Thank you.
So I cut a few of my favorite sort of stock kind of things, like a simple tree with a star. Nothing. I do like these kind of like thin, sharp stars. So I thought I'd make a stencil of those.
Yeah. You've made rubber stamps with that.
Yeah.
You know you can use rubber stamps on gel plates.
And then just a basic holly thing. So I'll play with those in addition to other things. You know what? One other thing I should do is it's like a field of falling snow. And they're not going to be snowflakes. They're going to be dots. In fact, if we had, now, you know what? I was going to say I could, we have different hole punches. I know, but I think
but
actually.
You want nice irregular.
Exactly. I want Matisse snowflakes. So they're going to have like little irregular, they'll just be knife cut things.
Like my curly Q here. See?
Perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And one of the problems with hole punches, I know you probably have some that get around this, but getting into the center of the page can sometimes be a bit tricky.
Yeah, well, I have that long reach one if
we really wanted to go for it. Yeah.
But yeah, just cut them by hand and make them charming.
Exactly.
They don't have to be all designy.
Well, actually, I think in some ways they're designier when they're.
Well, they're in a naif.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of way.
Yeah.
That's a very strange curly Q I just did.
Excellent.
It's not very curly. It's almost like a question mark that's missing its dot. Yeah, that is the dot. Actually, I wonder if it's backwards. Yeah, it's backwards for you. Sorry. There we go. For you, it should look like that.
I think it flops it, actually. So we might be...
Yeah, that's why I had to flop this.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because it looked right for me.
Right. Sorry.
And I realized that's not going to work.
I obviously need to improve my listening skills.
Thing here. All right. Let's test out this baby and see if she works. Oh, look. I've got ultramarine blue here. It's nice of you to leave it here for me.
The longer I paint, the more I am a phthalo blue fan.
They're both great.
They are both great, but if I had to pick one, I'd pick phthalo over ultramarine. And I'm sure that
Well, now you would.
Yeah, exactly. Another few years, that may change. Exactly.
I love all the colors.
Yeah.
Okay. Had to get the dry bits of paint out of the threading of the lid here, so it doesn't fall back into the jar. Sort of in the way. Maybe I can put this here. Whoops.
This is a very Kim
It's
moment.
going to be a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
juggling a lot for one little dining table.
Let's get some paint on here, baby. Maybe next year we can have a holiday live stream and open with a sing along.
Well, I know a singer. I know a singer who'd be interested.
Couldn't get that organized this year. And you know the benefit of in a live stream, well, even on Zoom too, is that if you're shy about your voice, you don't have to share your microphone. Here, of course, you can't.
Yep. So
you just have to put up with us. Okay.
We'd all be happy to hear you, but guys, you don't want to hear me. So that's.
Well, we'll just put you on mute then.
Yeah, exactly. I could do my lip syncing impression.
You know, I actually think it's super important for people to sing,
regardless,
especially communally, completely without regard to, you know, it's not about becoming a singer. It's about singing as a human act of community and expression and joy, feeling in general, you know. Okay, this should be nice.
Is this the plate you're testing?
Yeah, if it prints well, it should be nice. Don't let that go too long without wearing off the paint. Okay. Yeah, it's got some
crudified.
Whatchamacallits. No, those little craters.
Oh, right.
Like shallow craters, but air bubbles. But that's fine. That'll just be part of the effect. I don't mind. I like the way it looks when it's. I guess it's because it's a collage effect, having the paper masks on the jelly plate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the way that looks. Ooh, now that's fun. So it's left me with an outline. You can see across my hand the lines. So
if you're quick, you can pick that up, right?
No, I'm gonna do a pickup print with it.
Oh, right.
I mean,
I used the wrong term. If you're quick, you could do a ghost print, but you're going to do a pickup print instead. Yeah. Kim is very particular about her terminology, which is good. Good in a teacher, I have to say. But then because I don't do too much gel printing, I was using the wrong term there, and so it's confusing.
No problem. Go. Put it side by side with the original print and see what happens. It'll probably be crooked because I haven't sweated it.
Well, that is kind of one of the... I mean, of course you can sweat it, but it's kind of nice not to and get the loosier, goosier effect, right?
Yep. That's actually, see how transparent it is?
Nice. But with those dark lines
over
top, that's lovely. Gel printing is so rewarding, inherently rewarding, I find.
So, yeah, me too. You know, doing a print like that makes me think about it's the kind of thing you do and you learn things or figure things out from it. Like maybe I didn't rotate the plate when I did the new impression, the pickup print.
Oh, right. So the divots are in the same place, or the imperfections?
Oh, I don't care about that. It's the mask swirls are in the same positions.
Right.
So I think it would have been more interesting if I'd rotated them.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, note to self and move on, right? It gives you feedback to inform your next moves.
It does. Anyway, that's fun.
Yeah. Should I use a small plate or a bigger plate?
Well, one of the things I was thinking about when I chose the small plate was when you were doing this fall here up north.
Oh, it's doing
multiple impressions
on the same sheet.
paper.
Yeah.
Also, we have this half
Cardstock,
sheet
right?
cardstock.
Sorry about the cracking noise. It just occurred to me that might be really annoying. But
this is actually a really great product. The price was good, as I recall. So just in case it's useful to any of you, it's acid and lignin free. 5.5 by 7.5. Oh, that's a good question. Did I get it at Michael's? I think I got it at Michael's. It's 100 sheets, and my recollection is that it was very affordable. So there you go. 65 pound. So it's a light cardstock.
a nice light
cardstock.
cardstock.
It's to go with your nice light snack. Speaking of snacks,
You might have some cookies somewhere if you're
yeah.
peckish.
While I contemplate my next move, I think what I should do is cut those stars I had in mind. Fueled by a cookie, though.
Cookie fuel, cookie fuel.
Best kind.
All right. Well, Kim did the last chat reading, so I'll before I start printing, I'll just see. Lillian says Dutch is a very musical language. And Philippa says, I just received 10 12-inch square canvases from Amazon, courtesy of my sister.
Oh, wow.
Joke is I'm already into working on cardboard at the moment. I'm really into working on cardboard. So cutting up the box they were packed in.
I love it.
This, you know, I don't do it so much anymore, but when I was first getting back into art after time away, I really got into corrugated cardboard for a while. So it was the same thing. It'd be like something would come in a shipment or whatever. Kim would be
I was painting on canvases. So
Kim would, you know, we'd get something, or I'd be like, forget what's in it. Look at this cardboard. This is some really nice cardboard. so it's which reminds me of like when kids get some fancy toy and then they spend all the time playing with the box,
the
right?
Tiny tots.
Yeah, exactly.
3 and under.
Yeah, well, and I am very much that sometimes. So.
And cats. Oh my God.
And Cherie says, too funny, Philippa, just like kids. Yeah, playing with the box. Exactly.
That's right.
Jenny Horseman says, finally joined to get some inspiration to play and wish you both a healthy and nurturing holiday season. See you in the new year, Kim.
We had a toast at the beginning of this live
Welcome
stream.
aboard. Nice to have you along for as long as you can make it.
To wish everyone a self-nurturing holiday break and to celebrate seeing the backside of 2021.
Cheryl says, where do you recommend to buy the bracers and the gel plates?
Oh, the brayers.
Brayers, yeah. I have done printing on glass and really enjoyed it, but I think I would really like to do the gel printing.
Yeah, so
Over
gel,
to you, Kim. You're better equipped to speak to those things, I think.
Yeah, so the gel plates, I recommend buying them from an art supply store. You can order online rather than from Amazon. So above ground art supplies. So in the Canada, and I'm going to be Toronto centric, but I think they deliver anywhere in Canada. Above ground art supplies, Deserres, Deserres, and Curry's. And I believe all three of them sell gel plates. I don't know if Tous Art, which is spelled like goose but with a T, or Gortzman's sells gel plates. You can always ask them.
Could you pass the paper towel? Sorry. Jane,
Sure.
So Tous was what you were saying? As far as I was just trying to keep you on track with what you were saying.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that isn't exactly what I was saying, but anyway, the rest of you were with me, so yeah, so that's kind of what I recommend. I do like to support the stores themselves. Because Amazon warehouse jobs are really nasty. We live in Brampton, which has a lot of Amazon warehouses, and there were a huge number of outbreaks of COVID in those warehouses because people didn't have sufficient paid leave, and therefore they're living on the edge financially, and they had to go to work to pay their rent and to feed themselves, their families, whatever. So yeah. Anyway, but in a pinch, what you can do is price check on the stores. If they're out of stock or something, then of course you can order from Amazon, but know the pricing before you go to Amazon, because Amazon sometimes has really good deals and sometimes wants to charge an outrageous sum of money. I remember someone who, when the first online course I offered after lockdown last year, first lockdown, was a gel plate printing course. Some of you were probably in it, Jelly Jam and Jelly Jam 2. And someone who was interested in taking it went online, looked at Amazon, and there was a place that wanted to charge $75 for an ordinary sized gel plate, which is outrageous. Let me just say.
Like twice the price of a...
Yeah, it's at least twice the price of a normal one. So yeah, so hopefully that helps. Brayers, exactly the same thing. I use a soft rubber brayer. Okay. I think some people use a hard rubber brayer, but I find the soft rubber brayer is very forgiving. And when you're gel plate printing, you're often working with some texturizing materials and things like that. Yeah, I just think that the soft sprayer kind of allows for more things. So, but entirely up to you. Having said that, yeah. So I hope that helps. If you buy a really big gel plate, get a bigger brayer. And I don't know if the soft rubber ones come in the 6-inch size or not. I have a hard rubber that's 6 inches wide, and I find it a big help when I'm using my 12 by 12 plate. So that's just another little note. And of course, you can use a smaller brayer if you're using small plates. Okay. More stars, Kim. I'm just drawing them primary school style. pencil and then cutting them out.
It's off camera, but I have my normal drinking water glass, my sparkling water glass, my coffee, and my water container. And I really have to watch myself what goes in what and what I sip from.
Yeah. Water container as in for his tools covered in paint. Yeah.
Yes. Fortunately, it is very different, but I normally use something that is more
vertical.
More vertical, so I've had to stop myself from putting tools into my drink a couple of times already.
I find a lower rectangular container is more useful for printmaking and mixed media processes than the vertical one that I used to use painting. Okay, I've got some stars, but I need some bigger stars. Oh, now I've put up on eye makeup in honor of our party together. And now, of course, what I want to do is scratch the bejesus out of this corner of my eye, which is going to spoil my makeup.
Well,
I'm so unaccustomed to saying that phrase. It's going to spoil my makeup. That would be like me saying it's going to spoil my manicure.
Your what?
Yeah, exactly. I warned Kal he wasn't marrying a girly girl.
What did I buy you for our first Christmas, Kim?
A circular saw. That's how I knew he was the one.
Now I've been living off that for a bit much too long, I have to say, because what have I bought you? What have I bought you for the last few Christmases? We've gone together and like, okay, so what do we need? And it's been very prosaic. So my Romeo has atrophied awfully since
I guess I should make you work for it more, eh?
I guess so. Since my halcyon circular saw days.
Yeah.
All right. What am I going to do?
Well, we were both young and very pretty.
Well, you were young and pretty. I was young.
Oh, you were lovely.
I was just young and that was about it.
Gorgeous.
Well, fortunately, you thought so.
Oh, I wasn't alone.
All right. Next topic.
Jesus, there's a hole in this cutting mat.
Wow, that's quite an accomplishment.
Is it all the way through? No, it's not all the way through, but it's almost as if it is. It's like a real...
Wow. Do you want me to fetch you a different one?
Happen? Oh, it's because this surface is too brittle.
Yes.
And so there are a bunch of intersecting cuts, and then a chunk just came
These
out.
are $1 to store.
But yeah.
Even then.
I don't even know that they're dollar store, are they?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, anyway. I seem to be cutting this star very slowly. I'm not sure what that's about. That's part of the fun, though, right?
That's it.
Not being in a hurry.
Are you chill, Kim? Because it's a good time to be chill.
Chillaxing.
It's a good time to be chill. Seems I'm having trouble staying in frame.
Are you?
I gotta lean in a little bit. Maybe if I press my working area a little bit.
beanie.
Don't worry. We got it under control. We're figuring it out. We being me, yes.
Good. I feel relieved already.
Everyone's a comedian. In fact, Kim is a comedian.
No.
Comedian. No, but a practicing one. That doesn't sound right either. Not a practicing one, but you are practicing, right?
I'm learning.
Yeah, exactly. A student.
Comedy improv.
Yeah, tell them.
I took a short workshop on Friday, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And I'm signed up for a longer one in January because I thought my life isn't stressful at all, so I should take up
throw something else into the mix. Yep.
Actually, it's funny. It is stressful, but it's
also
a good kind of stress. It means I'm not thinking about all of the everyday stressors in my life at all, because you have to be completely focused.
Exactly. Which is actually a vacation of sorts, or quite a strong.
Well, it's like a mindfulness practice.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, but it's when you think of someone sitting in the lotus position, zenning out, it's the opposite of that. And yet it's still a mindfulness thing. You also have to listen really well, because you have to respond to the person you're improvising with, or people. So, yeah, very interesting. Just, when I went to the high school I went to did not have a drama class, and the school plays I was involved with, but I was involved backstage and with set design. So, because I thought I'll never be able to memorize lines like that.
And now you're memorizing songs, right?
Yeah.
For singing.
Yeah. And it's hard.
But it's because it's compelling enough, right? Like it's like
it is. Where did I put? Oh, there's my plate. Okay. Got my plate. Now I had a. Okay. I'm gonna get one of the small graders out for this. Not that one. Oh, there it is. We seem to have a lot of brayers.
Well, that's good.
Eh?
That is good. We seem to have a lot of brayers, she crowed.
Is there something I'm missing?
She brayed.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah. Well, you got to try some.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Throw it at the wall, see if it sticks, right?
Fortunately, this isn't being recorded. Oh, wait a minute.
Immortalized.
Yeah, yes. Lucky me.
Yeah. You didn't think of that, did you?
I really didn't plan ahead.
You should have prepared your material. Either that, or you better take the improv classes with me.
Yeah, I should. I do not think on my feet as well as I would like to.
Kal is carefully mixing custom colors. I can't even think that far right now.
Well, you notice
since we're live.
You'll notice my jokes aren't very good, and I'm not saying much, so that's why.
Fair enough.
I will often just mix on the plate.
Yeah.
But
there are advantages to mixing on a palette.
Right now, I had some particular colors in mind, so I thought I'd It's also, I often find that I'm sort of slower thinking and more deliberate when I start. And then once I'm warmed up, I start being more loosey-goosey.
That makes sense.
So.
I think I'm loosey-goosey of necessity, frankly. All right, time for some star action. Stars are not a motif I'm known for. That's part of the fun of doing this. Let's put it there. Maybe have a little bit of one sticking up here. There. Okay, now I need some paper.
Careful, Queen will be suing you.
Yeah. You have to be careful what you hum on.
When something going on YouTube. Yeah.
That's why we have no music playing.
It'd be great.
Really wanted to have some holiday music playing, but yeah, can't do it because of YouTube copyright things. It's like, I get it, right? But it's not like this is some big commercial venture or even a small commercial venture, for God's sake.
Is it even a commercial venture at all?
No. It's a party.
Yeah, exactly.
So exactly. I feel like it's a party. At a party, I would play music, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So how do people, and I'm just going to ask this because you probably know, how can people use music on their like Instagram posts?
Well, it has to be
sanctioned.
Yeah, you have to have like bought it, or
right.
It's available for free, or
right. Gotcha.
Something.
Right, and that's also samples usually, right? Because it's a short amount of time.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's see if I've got any stars. It's not a very good print.
It's fun though.
But there we go. It's a starting point, right?
It's a starting point.
Ba-dum-bum.
I don't think it even warrants a ba-dum-bum.
I'm going to give it a ba-dum-bum.
Oh, well, bless you.
I don't think it's up to you to decide what gets a ba-dum-bum, right? It's quite nice what happens to the pieces that we use as a mask. So they can get beautifully encrusted with layers of paint and color, and then want to collage them onto something. Okay, now looking at the outline stars that I'm left with, I am thinking about some kind of ombre effect.
AKA gradient.
A gradient, yes. And behind.
When did ombre start meaning that?
I don't know. I started noticing it applied to hair.
Yeah.
And then it started getting applied to everything else.
Anything that was a gradient.
Now, some people may have been using it all this time, but honestly, I think the first I heard of it was in reference to Avril Lavigne's hair dye job.
Right.
This is quite a few years ago now, but it feels like it hasn't been very long in one sense.
Because we're old.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we're old.
We're certainly moving up there. That's what happens when another year goes by, right? I guess I should check on the chat because you did the chat last time. Although I feel like I've done more of it.
Well, so let me, I'll check on the chat, everybody, in just a minute. I'm just going to do a couple of, since I've just thrown some, but I think you're right. You've been doing lots of it. So I will do the next round. So everyone hold tight
And
for
then
just
I'll do
another
the one
minute or
after
two.
that.
Yeah.
That's good. Thanks.
I'm just printing like flat or not quite flat
bases,
to get started with. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And I'm working with a 5x7 plate on 8.5x11 premium bond paper. And so I like the little gifts it gives you. Like I had some in fact,
crusty bits.
Yeah, exactly. Get stuff like that. And even if you do a nice rollering job, it's not always perfect.
Yeah.
And that actually, I like that.
Yeah, none of my rollering today is going to be perfect. It's just one of those days. There are days when I can do it.
So this is like just two hits of the
lovely.
same. This was with more yellow the first time, and the plate still had some green on it, which this one didn't pick up. But then the second hit picked more up. So that's great.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah,
those gifts.
Those. And I also really love, as does Kim, I think, the sort of sheets you sort of roller your brayer off on. They can just be so beautiful, and like that's just because I've just been printing greens and yellows, and so it's pretty great already.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm in between prints, so I'm gonna check it.
Time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So Cheryl says thanks for the info on the brayers and gel plates. Jenny says, sorry she missed the toast. She raised her cup of tea. Hey, cheers. Yes. I'll raise some of my cooling coffee.
Yeah. Once I do this print, I'll raise my next cookie to you.
Yeah. Jane says, are you guys using acrylic paint? Yes, we are.
Yes.
We're using acrylic paint. Kim has, have you been also? Yeah.
Liquitex
Basics, which is
but I've decanted them into these little containers so that it sits in this tray.
Yeah, and you've got a plate. Yeah, don't let Cal deal with it. Don't get distracted. And Jane, Kim is using some of this. I haven't used any, but
I haven't used any yet.
Okay, the open medium. Just putting a drop or two of that, especially if there's something that you need to think about or it's a process.
It needs to stay
a bit of
workable.
time. Yeah. But I haven't been using any because I've just been rollering it down and then slapping the paper on it very quickly. Rebecca says Kirk gave her a drill for their anniversary this year. Excellent.
Done,
yeah.
Kirk. A good power drill is a beautiful thing. I remember Cal.
Oh, I was
fact
pathetic.
That I had an electric drill.
I was pathetic because
he had one of these old hand crank.
Yeah, and I thought that was like all you need, right?
Yeah, and then he bought a whole bunch of IKEA furniture, and guess whose drill got worshipped?
Yeah, so I was a quick convert.
Yeah.
I when I was young, I thought
Ooh.
Everything made by hand using hand tools is much better. Ooh, that's great. I love the way it goes red and blue in the lines. Oh, that's left over from that, right?
Yeah. So it's
so the lines are because the mask that she used or the stencil, it was raised, and so it left a little gap of line around it, and picked that up in the next print. It's great. Jenny says, love that you support the independent stores, Kim. I always start with the smallest. Gwartzman's is her first choice. Mr. Gwartzman gave me an artist discount when I would never have asked. Excellent.
That's lovely.
Next choice, Above Ground. Kim, you sounded a little unsure what they stocked, so I checked. Both have gel plates and brayers. Gwartzman's only Speedball, Above Ground, Jelly Brand, and Speedball.
Yeah, so in general, I recommend Speedball, Gel Press, and Jelly Arts. I can't speak to any of the other brands or some, I think, one or two lesser known brands. Speedball is a specialist in printmaking. That's why I support theirs. Even though I think maybe I don't own a Speedball, but I do own a Gel Press and Jelly Arts. So this is a toast of cookie to you, Jenny.
Cookie toast.
Yeah.
And Rebecca says on Kirk's behalf, I liked it, Cal. Well, that's one person at least.
Like what?
One of my bad jokes earlier. Cherie says, Your brayer roll off sheet is quite lovely. Yeah, they are. I think they're actually, it's a great way to make collage papers, right? I just, you know, when it gets to a certain point and when I start liking the colors on it, the combinations, I just like, okay, that goes in my collage paper drawers. So Jane says, Kim, I like the piece you're wiping, cleaning the brayer on. That's got to be, yeah, exactly. Good for something too. Absolutely. Cheryl says, thanks for Jenny for the info. Jane likes your stars, Kim. And Annie says, one year I got gorgeous snow tires, rims too, haha. And I bet you wore them with pride, right? Yes, in fact, that's what our car is getting right now. Mm-hmm. While we speak, it's getting the snow tires put on. Yeah, I often do it. This year I'm not bothering. I'm bailing on that.
We've got enough on our plates without you trying to take that on too. Okay, I think it's time for another color.
What other color will it be, Kim?
I don't know. I'm feeling very primaries on this. Got magenta, got ultramarine, so I'm going to go for a blend between two yellows.
I've got my painting trousers on, which is great because that's where my hands get wiped.
Oh, and I've polluted this with another color so I can exploit that for my print. It's not too bad.
I should just give you a heads up. It's 3:19 already.
Is it really already?
I haven't even got to any of my stencils
yet. I feel
yet.
like we've barely begun.
We've only just begun, Kim.
We've only just begun to live. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Nothing to be sorry about.
No.
Trust me. All right.
You give a girl singing lessons and then she can't stop.
Watch out. Yeah, I do want that one.
I thought I would learn a Christmas song this year. You know, as in learn it for
singing it.
Post singing lessons. So I've focused on the Christmas song, which is the one about chestnuts roasting over an open fire. I love Ella Fitzgerald's version of that, and Michael Bublé does a version too that feels more retro than Ella's does, which is so funny. But he's got the strings and everything. It's so crazy. This cad yellow medium is a funny consistency.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
Oh well, that's what happens.
It won't be the only thing that's behaving oddly here.
That's right. Welcome to Kim and Kal's house.
That's odd.
It's plenty odd. It is plenty odd.
Plenty odd.
Right, where are my stars? Here are my stars. Okay, let's get them.
Starring Kim.
Different places.
I'm hoping that my little slivery stars will actually be enough to let paint through. It occurred to me that they might be
too slivery?
Too slivery. We'll find out in a moment.
Okay, well, I'm going to print this on top of...
They worked, yay.
This and see what I get. Oops, I forgot to return this to that. That's already starting to look lovely. Yeah, trust Kal. I'm just going to flail around for a while.
Yeah.
Like longer than this live stream, I'll tell you that.
Making beautiful stars like you did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, for what it's worth, that's what I've got. Now, what you can't seem to see very well, at least on my screen, is that the yellow is blending. There, I can see it a bit better now. The yellow is blending with the magenta very nicely where it's layered to create a rich orange, not a normal orange. This is the nice thing about transparent glazing effects. This is how different they look to just normal opaque paint. Yeah, so this yellow is really, really different in consistency. I'll show you.
Inconsistency
what I
or
mean.
inconsistency?
Look at all this paint that's still on there. And instead of the outlines I had on all the other ones, I have the reverse. So I can't even explain that. But hey, I'm going to go with it. What I need now is some I think I need some Payne's Gray.
I saw some.
Thank you.
And you say I don't love you.
When do I say that?
Actually, you don't.
I have to let that yellow dry a bit because I'm going to do a pickup print. So I'll have a chance to. Oh, see, it's a shame when I hold my mug in my dominant hand, you can't see the nice
It's
design.
not. Yeah. It actually works out well. It's designed for me because I'm left-handed. So the mugs
or
are
it's designed for me to see the design, but no one else.
Yeah, because generally it's yourself you want to amuse with your mug. But I found that my Santa mug's really great for other people because they can see. So
your Santa mug is very cute.
It is.
We have a lot of really fat squirrels in our backyard.
We really
sort of
do.
Lumbering across the branches now. And when they have a chase, it's really slow motion.
Yes. I saw squirrels are ludicrous in the way they will leap and then hope a branch will catch them.
Yeah.
Which we see happen over and over and over again.
I think they're a little more circumspect when they're this fat, though.
But I was going to say, I saw one this morning doing that same thing, and he like barely made it, and he was like, "Whoa, okay." Whoa.
Maybe he'll learn from that experience. Maybe he won't.
Yeah.
He, she.
Yeah, right. Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, we know humans like that too, right?
We do. I've been that human many a time.
Have you?
I have.
Oh, well then.
Do something stupid and hopefully learn from it.
And then do it again. Oh,
right. Yeah.
This rings a bell. Yeah, this terrible outcome seems familiar.
Yeah. Guilty as charged. Wow, look at that. That's great. It's so simple, but this is just like I'm just doing a print to work on, right? And it's just straight magenta, but there's a little bit of crud on it and in other colors, and I love that. And a little imperfections around this. I'm easily pleased now, mind you. But that pleases me.
At some levels, you're easily pleased.
Yes.
At other levels, you're not. So, Okay. I'm going to use my applicator this time to pick up prints. And I'm not using white or near white, so it's going to be a little more challenging. Ooh. Very distressed, grungy looking. So that's a good base for something. Yeah. That's going to be nice with something. Okay. That aside to dry. Now, should I catch up on the chat?
You probably should, seeing as we're not far from...
I think there's not a lot of new chat,
all right.
but let's just see. Val says, I have both jelly press and speedball plates. Can't tell them apart. Both are good. Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks for mentioning that, though, Val. Cherie writes, are you eyeballing your registration or does the plate reach an edge? So there are actually a number of really simple techniques for registration that I'm totally ignoring. Sorry, I'm just looking out because Mrs. Cardinal is out there right now on our barberry, twitching her tail.
Ah, yes, and all puffed up.
All puffed up with her nice orange beak.
Puffed up is plumped and fluffed.
Fluffed.
Yes.
You just fluffed that.
I did. I pluffed it.
Well, you're not plump, though. I'm the plump one. So anyway. Between us, only I can pluff.
Yeah. Registration.
What was that? Oh, yeah. So there are a number of simple ways of coming close to registering. Simplest one is to put the exact kind of paper underneath your gel plate print. Position your gel plate on top of it, just a blank sheet of paper, and then lay down your paper when you're ready to print to match up where that paper is. That's the simplest method. So if you're trying it out, there you go. It's so nice that we have cardinals. Ever since we moved in here, we've been amazed at all the cardinals in our backyard and in the neighborhood. Okay. Seeing that, I sort of want to get some medium magenta. Maybe add a little yellow to it. It's funny how you can have your paints all organized and then you do a session with them and you've got to, looks like a bomb hit them, and you've got to reorganize them or get them back where they were anyway. Okay, so what I want is a cutout star. I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to mix. Blend a couple colors together. Whoa, that was a bit too much paint.
You have a roller brayer I could borrow?
Another one?
Yeah.
I do.
Thank you so much. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that because I have a two-color idea that I think that I can't just use the one brayer for.
Ah. Tricky. This is going to be interesting. Smooth it out. Go from there. That's better. Okay. I'm approximating where I wanted to put this new star that I've stenciled.
I feel like I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah, well, that's about the size of it,
Yeah,
right?
that's often the way it is, right? I got a few minutes left and finally starting to get somewhere.
Oh, wow. An amazing thing that I didn't imagine has happened. So this has happened. Look, Cal.
Oh, that's got so much texture and richness going on it.
So it happened because the stencil paper being unsealed, it didn't have any paint on it before, was absorbent. And so the paint that was on the paper I was printing onto, a whole bunch of it transferred to the stencil.
Oh, wow. That's
and
great.
so I've got this beautiful, let me hold it up, let me put white behind it so you can actually see what it looks like. Beautiful, painterly, colorful effect happening with that wonderful texture. So, yeah, that's dynamite right there. And that's a really unexpected effect. You can still see the lines of the stars in the background, but now this star is the star, you know? So that's fun. Also, the layered up colors, really, really rich. Where the magenta and the yellow have layered up on top of the Payne's gray.
Oh, wow.
There's a very rich effect going on that is a little diminished on the screen. But anyway, now let's see. Val says, we have a squirrel here all dark with a white tip on his tail. Haven't seen that before. That's fun. Cherie says, my female cardinal talks to herself in the mirrored windows on my garden shed.
That's great.
Or dances on the mirror ball I have in the garden. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Judy asks, what size of brayer are you using, Kim? So this is a 2-inch.
And the others are 4.
And that's what I was using for just brayering into the stencil. So I laid down the stencil onto the plate and then put the dabs of paint and then brayered it to blend them and distribute them. And then the normal one I use is a 4-inch. But once I get up to the 12 by 12 inch plate, I use a 6-inch. So that's the scoop on that. I see what the problem is. Let's get the yellow down there. We sort of have assorted little tubes that we need to use up too, Cal. I'll just mention that to you. If you need any. Okay. Some of them you won't need now because they're earth tones, but there might be a couple that aren't. So. Yeah, Liquitex Basics comes in little baby tubes like this, which for gel printing actually is totally fine because you use such small amounts of paint. I wouldn't recommend it for a painting kit except for someone who's really hardly going to paint. But it's great for the gel printing. Jane says, I've got to go, folks. Thanks for this very industrious, interesting, creative session. See you all in the new year. Have a wonderful holiday. Thanks, Jane. You too. And we're going to have our new dates posted by January 1st on our website. We just need a moment to think about when we're going to start up again. So if you visit our websites, no doubt Cal will share in the virtual Collage Jam group as well. And we'll share in our newsletters. You can expect a newsletter coming out from me soon, before Christmas. Maybe in time for Solstice. That would be nice. So maybe tomorrow. Anyway,
Don't
because
put
I
that
have
pressure.
a,
Don't put that pressure on yourself.
but I have a holiday card I want to send out to everybody on the list. So yeah, so watch for that. And let's see what else there is in the chat here. Judy writes, "Thanks, Kim. You're welcome." And Lillian says, "Thanks for giving of yourselves. The best present ever." Aw, thank you, Lillian. Aw. It means so much to us, when we hear that, such nice comments. And then just, if it's enjoyable, if it's valuable in any way. And I just feel like, heading back into more restrictions where we are anyway, it just becomes that much more important to do something like this. So yeah, thanks, Lily. Nancy writes, "Sorry, but I have to go now. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Safe New Year. You too." It is 3:38, Cal.
Right. Well, it's probably time to wrap up.
So I think it'd be great if you shared your prints, because of course, Cal being Cal has made charming.
They're all work in progress. I don't think any of them are done yet, but they're good starts, I think. So, and I'm just working very, very intuitively because half of my brain is on talking with you guys, and so.
Well, that's good though.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of like this one so far. I really like the skinny stars. Like, I'm a sucker for those.
And the way the tree worked out, like the opacity of the color around it is fantastic. It's almost like a sheet of paper has been collaged on.
Well, in fact, that is the base. And I put a stencil on top and printed the green and the yellow, the white.
It feels like the opposite.
Yeah, exactly, which is fun.
That's so cool.
Because that was the piece there that made the stencil.
Right. So. Amazing.
This one's fun because it's got like super fine. In fact, I don't know whether you can even see them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
of both the tree. Stars. The stars are actually coming across better, but that's kind of fun.
I'm just going to bend the tree a little bit to see if there. I think I see it better there.
Right. And then this is kind of like the ugly duckling tree, but it's kind of fun.
Oh, it's very grungy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like so.
Have a grungy Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then, like the brayer sheets are like the best part, right? Like I love this.
This is how my
look at that. That's delicious. Wow. Yeah, that's wonderful.
It's quite rich. So yeah, this has been fun, right?
Cheers. You have to hold it the other way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
clink handles. Yeah, exactly. No, but that's how it works.
So weird.
Yeah, but hey, there. Yeah.
There. So I really hope you've enjoyed spending some time with us. It's been lovely having some people pop in and say hi.
Yeah, thanks everyone for coming for a little time or for the whole time or whatever. I know it's a busy time, but I also know it's a time when there might have been more plans that you've had to cancel, right? So that was one of. I mean, we were going to do this anyway, but then when the circumstances changed, thought, well, yeah, it's a really good thing to do. So, and
we were going to do some in-person Christmas shopping too, and that definitely changed.
Yes, exactly. So,
yeah.
So thank you, everyone. It's for joining us. It's been really lovely hanging out with you.
Yeah, very much. And so take good care of yourselves. Make sure you really...
Thanks, Annie. I'm glad you find us entertaining. That's lovely. And happy holidays to you too, Val. Judy, thank you so much. Happy holidays. Thank you so much, Rebecca. It's great to hang out again. Yeah, have a great holiday season, you too. Sorry, I'm off screen here because I'm trying to read through my bifocals because I'm an old fart. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you in the new year, Philippa, for the next ones. Hey, Elaine, thanks so much.
Thanks so much
Yeah,
for
have a
making it, Elaine.
yeah,
I know you had a scheduling conflict, which you obviously managed to rearrange. Really nice having
thanks,
you here.
Jenny.
Yes.
Thanks, Cherie. Yeah, you too have a restful break. We're definitely going to be sleeping quite a bit and eating quite a bit, I think. And Cheryl says, so much fun, uplifting to your spirit. Well, that's our hope. So yeah.
That's all we could ask for, really.
Exactly.
Like, that's fantastic. So
yeah.
Yeah. Here's to a better 2022.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah. ringing out 2021 very soon.
And ringing in the new one.
Yeah. Exactly. So
thanks, guys. Have a happy holiday. Stay safe. We'll see you in the new year.